What up, though, y'all? It's Chris, broadcasting from the D, and I'm about to get in here into the gym. But first, I had to kick it with y'all about this. Going to the gym reminded me, Joey Swoll. We got to talk about him. He apparently has been canceled to the extent that he's quit the internet. I don't know if it's for good, but for now, he has quit. Now, how did we get here? Joey Swoll, some years ago, maybe like 2020, something in that range, he posted a clip of him in the gym working out, dressed in full Hulk Hogan attire. Not really a big deal. People didn't have a problem with it. Since then, he's gained a tremendous following. He's got over 1 million subscribers. Hulk Hogan passed recently. We all know this. A lot of people have a lot of negative feelings about things that he said. I personally, I don't really care. I'm like, this stuff happened almost 20 years ago. I'm not really tripping like that. But nonetheless, apparently I'm in the minority here. A lot of people still feel some sort of way about what he said, past things that he said. I mean, they even bringing up his daughter, who was the one he was talking about in the audio he was captured on. She has to be taken out of the will. So that's pretty bad for optics when your own blood don't even want generational wealth from you. But nonetheless, he posted the clip. People were saying a lot of negative stuff. He was racist, yada, yada, yada. Joey Swoll did like live later that day. He's defending himself. He's saying he can post Hulk if he wants to, and if they're going to be mad at him, they need to be mad at these colored athletes and such. And there you have it. That's when he went a tad too far. Now, when I seen the clip of this, I laughed, but I laughed for different reasons you may think. I laughed because I'm like, damn, in 2025, this man really said colored. I didn't care. I just thought it was funny. Like, man, I haven't heard the word colored be used probably ever in my life by anybody, honestly. Like, I've read it and stuff. I've heard it in movies, but I've never in my life actually heard a person outside of a script use colored. So I laughed about this. But the people in his chat, they didn't find it as funny as I did. They like, bro, what's up? We are here talking about this man being racist. You are defending him seemingly being racist, saying you can post him if you want to, this and that. And then you use the term colored. So they're going to associate you. They look at him as being racist. Here you are, a Caucasian male defending him. We know right now in America, straight white males, not as much now, but have been straight white males have absolutely been under attack, mostly by liberal white women. Like, no one hates straight white males more than liberal white women. But nonetheless, here you are, a straight white male defending a guy that they're saying is racist, and then you use the word colored. Boy, oh boy, did he whip up a shit shake with that one. So he corrected himself, saying, oh, he should have used person of color. Using colored isn't acceptable. He corrected himself, and he apologized right then in the moment, as he should have. But the damage was already done, man. You know the internet. And here's the thing about Joey Swoll. What Joey Swoll does, I wasn't really a fan of. The whole calling people out. I think there's a place for that, but the way he was doing it, I really didn't care for that. You're a guy with over 1 million followers, and you're defending the little guy, which I thought was cool, because it's like you're trying to shame this guy, which is going to bring heat on his family. It's going to possibly affect his job, this and that, and he was right. I absolutely rock with that. But then you're turning around and you're doing the same thing to them with a much bigger audience. And so here you are with over 1 million followers. You got all this heat coming down on them, far more than they would have ended up having to come on the other person. So I'm not saying what they did was right. I'm saying that the effect that they would have had on that person likely would have been far less intense than you weaponizing your 100 or million plus followers in this case, not even 100 something, 100K plus followers, million plus followers. So you're kind of weaponizing them. You're going after the person. They're in their inbox saying really mean and nasty stuff. And I know this isn't in his control, but he should be mindful of this. They then go after said person's family, and they don't have anything to do with whatever the dummy that recorded the video had going on. They have nothing to do with that. So you condemn them for doing said action, and then you turn around and do it to them at a level that they could never have done to the person you're defending. So I didn't really like that. I thought that there was a bit of a hypocrisy there, but he was pretty popular. He was getting shout outs from people like Arnold Schwarzenegger and whatnot. People said that he was making the gym a safer place. I really didn't feel that way, but I'm not about to hate on nobody bag. He was doing what he doing, and he was being successful at it. The problem with what he was doing, though, the whole accountability thing, is unsustainable. And he finally, he had a really good run, and he probably could make a comeback at some point. But the problem with what he's doing and why it's unsustainable is when your whole brand identity, when your whole, brand, well, I said that, right? Your whole brand identity, your whole personality, the character that you play, whatever you want to call it, is about accountability. That's always what you're saying. Then you have to be held accountable when you mess up. And it's only a matter of time before you mess up. You can't be perfect. Listen, I get on here and I talk to you guys. I tell you guys about my shortcomings. I say that, I have some toxic traits, which I do. I have some narcissist traits as well. I went looking that up. If you look up traits of narcissism, look it up. I'm telling y'all. Pretty much every human being has 2 or 3 of those traits. Some maybe more than others, but every human being has like 2 or 3 of those traits. But there's a difference between having some narcissistic traits and having full-blown narcissistic personality disorder. So there. The reason why I tell you guys this stuff about me is because I'm being me. I'm being authentic. I'm telling you who I am. So somebody can never come out later on some aha stuff. I tell you guys about me myself. So, it's like, hey, listen, don't date single moms. I dated a single mom. This is what happened or whatever. Don't do this. This is what happened when I did it. I tell you guys the bad with the good. I tell you guys of my shortcomings. By doing that, I'm not pretending to be somebody that I'm not. So when you're on camera and you acting like or appearing like you're this moral high ground, entity, personality, or character, whatever it is, that's just gonna make when you slip up that much more intense. So it's something that was unsustainable. He unfortunately became the victim of his own success, because now that he finally messed up, his followers that would have no problem fiercely going after the people who he would display or highlight or expose, whatever, on his platform, they came after him with the same level of ferocity. And it was a bit of an irony there that he could dish it, but he couldn't take it. He could not handle being on the receiving end of the hatred that he would weaponize and unleash on other people. So this isn't me having anything against Joey Swoll. I never have had anything against him as a man. The way he went about doing the very thing to people that he was condemning them for, I didn't really care for that. As I said, I thought that was a bit, hypocritical, but I guess none of that matters or whatever. He got a, in my opinion, a one-time taste of his own medicine. And dude is like, he quit the internet. So I wish him the best. I hope he's not gone forever. I don't think he needs to be gone forever. I think he made a mistake. He did the right thing by he issued a great apology too. He said what he was wrong and he needs to do better and all that. It was a good apology. But the internet can be a merciless place, especially when you prove yourself to be a hypocrite. People just don't have a whole lot of sympathy for you. I don't think he was intentionally trying to be a hypocrite. Let me just go ahead and say that. I don't think he was intentionally trying to be a hypocrite, but his actions did have some hypocrisy in them. And I don't know if people pointed it out to him and he just didn't care, or if no one ever pointed it out to him and he just was oblivious to it. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. I'm gonna leave it there though, you guys, and get in here and hit this workout. Hit me with a like if you like what I do. Hit me with a sub if you like what I do. Hit me in them comments. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.